Good morning, good morning. Welcome back to the Carolina Case Farm. I have to say, guys, I have some good news. Well, one bit of good news is that our wheat is growing, so that worked. But the other bit of good news actually is in here. Boom. Ready? This came out in the past week. How random is that? Okay, so this is the one we've been using, this 70 series case. That's our big one with the cab. And then that's our other one that's slow and we haven't really used much. But look at this. This came out in the mod hub, the actual mod hub. 970, 1070. So the repowered version makes it go to 100 and 120 horsepower. So we can switch up the tire brand, wheel setup. Look at that, chunky wheels. Oh yeah, that looks real good. So you can also change the main color to this white, which I actually really like the case cream color. It's just there's nothing like it. Um, but this, you know, we could get for the starting price is a 24,000. And there's a 32, there's a 36, there's a 44. So I don't know how you guys feel about this. You know, we're sitting on 50 grand right now, 54,000. Uh, this old tractor is basically gonna be just for sickle bar mowing, maybe tedding if we end up doing hay work later. Um, it's not going to do field work. It's just too weak and too slow. So having a second tractor would be good. But I think we need to use our 54,000 for this project right over. Meow. What is this? Interesting. Right over here. These beans are ready to harvest. And we sprayed these last time. And they're ready to go. So what we're going to do is lease. I believe we said we were going to go with this guy. Man, that's a lot of money. No, we're doing it. We're doing it because we used that other one on the other series. So we're going to go ahead and lease this. Ooh, I hope we get some decent money. Then we're going to lease. I think this one will be sufficient. Oh gosh, that just pains me. And then the trailer we want to lease is this Parker. The small Parker. Or should we buy the trailer? 8,200? Maybe we buy the trailer because we want to keep the grain in it. We're going to put in chickens and we'll have to keep the grain in there. Oh wait. Oh, I'm an idiot. We're selling these soybeans. But we were gonna. Okay, yeah, let's buy it. Okay, so let's get in our bigger tractor. Can this seeder even fit in there? Maybe this. Are these bays all the same? Oh, okay. Let's see if we can fit this in here. Well, we certainly won't fit it in there if I can't back it up. I don't know why I'm so bad at this sometimes, and other times it goes fine. Like, why did that swing so far? I don't get it. Alright. Good enough. I think this is one of the few things that's actually easier to do in real life than it is in the game. Back stuff up. Oh, and I could have used the truck. That's probably better to use for the grain wagon anyways. It'll be faster. Taking the soybeans to sell. It is good that we have a plow. Oh no. I see rain on the forecast. Okay. Look at that little Parker. That's pretty cool looking. Put this here in the driveway, kind of close to the driveway. Not gonna lie, I do like that. I need to put those stupid things away. I need to get... Oh, I didn't see... I don't think that new case has a front loader attacher option. Bummer. Okay, unfold. Ah, bro. Bro, this is feeling pretty good. It's feeling pretty comfortable. You get a sense of these pieces of equipment after a while playing this game. This one feels pretty good. Wait. Beans are giving straw? That must be unique to this map. Well, I guess we could lease a baler, maybe buy a baler if we make enough money. There we go. We can buy the new 970 and a baler and get our first use out of it. That'd be pretty cool. So I'm gonna insert that, probably that tractor. I don't know, because I really do want that other case, the newer case. It's hard to do, man. It's hard to get the farm set up on here. It's fun, but a challenge at the same time. That animation is interesting. It almost feels like it falls slower. I mean, they do kind of flutter. Pieces of straw, they just kind of flutter. Makes sense. Alright, our yield is looking okay. Not great, not horrible. No. Why? Why did it do that? You want to see one of my absolute favorite things about this game? Just not like for playability, but for presentation. Here, I'll show you. One of my absolute favorite things. Look at that front tire. It flexes, bro. It flexes. Can you imagine the time it took some coder to figure out how to make tire pressure work? I swear it flexes. Look at that tire. It gets chunky at the bottom, just like a real tire. It looks like it's carrying weight. That blows my mind. Some of you guys are probably like, what's the big deal? It's just an animation. But it's so accurate and it's so cool. We're gonna have... I wonder how many soybean bales, straw bales we'll get out of this. It's a decent size field. Like, okay. So for some people, this is a small field. I would consider this a nice size. That field there is, I would consider a medium field. Field 6 is medium. I like working small to medium fields because I don't like being on the same job for like 2 hours at a time. That actually legitimately bothers me. I enjoy this game, but I'm not about to make it a real job, you know? Alright, fill up the Parker. Feel conflicted, like I want it to be full so that I can go and sell it and see what we're going to get, but also I don't want to make 12 trips. I'm definitely buying this combine. What do you guys think? Up and down and up? What do we do? Also, I don't remember if I turned off crop destruction. Probably, because I think I drove through the field before. I think we do this way, up and down the field this way. And then, yeah, that would make sense to me. So what are beans usually like? 1,100 per thousand? Let's just say that, just for argument. And let's say we get a 10,000 yield. So let's say we can get $11,000. We buy another tractor. So we have a way to plant. We have a way to plow. We don't have equipment for hay, but we might not need equipment for hay on this farm. If we have chickens and sheep, we're not going to need hay. We can just feed grass. So a baler or even a loading wagon. I know loading wagons aren't super common in the US, but we could do a loading wagon. We could just sickle bar mow and then use a loading wagon. Then we would be able to feed the sheep. I think I have a case round baler mod. We used it on the other save, but we could do that. So we could just make round bales with grass, feed that to the sheep. Round bales of straw to sell, because we won't need straw for bedding if we have sheep and chickens. I'm not going to buy the chicken pen until we get our wheat done. Interesting, there's no weeds. The AI got the weeds. So we're going to go ahead and do another down up. And then I think I'm going to dump this and run it just to go get our first batch of income from this. We'll have to look and see what pays the best. Go see a bit of the North Carolina countryside. I'm just trying to think equipment that is vital for this farm. Because let's say our wheat field gets us, 8 or 10,000 liters. That would feed a batch of chickens for a while, and we could use the egg money to buy other equipment. I don't know. This will hopefully be fairly painless. And we can always this would be one argument for not going up and down the field. Going out onto the road to turn around. We can always cut down more trees. Maybe we'll do that over the winter. Cut down a few more trees. And we can use that piece of ground over on the other side of our field to mow grass to feed the sheep that we're going to get. I think we go ahead and get sheep if we have the money pretty much right after the bean harvest. Because we can buy the sheep pen and maybe like 6, 8, 10, somewhere in that area. So we'll get a little bit of wool coming in. We still need to figure out some type of solution for loading up pallet type things. Still haven't figured that out. I think Case maybe made like a skid steer, but I don't know if we have anything like that enabled. No, those are both New Holland. Does Case have a wheel loader? I guess I could just do this and see what everything Case has. Here's old school Case. Very new school Case. Okay. Things to look for in our future here. Yeah. Let's try this again. No. You know what I just thought? Carolina is a cotton growing area. Could do. I just wish there was a version of this that wasn't astronomically expensive. What is that for? Oh, sugar cane. Wow, we could do a Case. Wow, that's a tractor. We could do a Case. Cotton and sugar cane save. Just be like, we're gonna take out $1 million in debt. And the whole save will be, can we pay off our equipment in like 5 years, 10 years, something like that. Okay. Whoa, bro. No. Yeah, stop manually because you're going crooked. Am I crazy or are you? See how you're pointing along the row? Go there. Alright, never mind. Fine, you do you, boo. I'm going to take this load. Let's figure out where we want to take it. 80% full. It's a little bit silly, but I just want to go see how much we're going to get. So we want soybeans. $5.98 coming up. Okay, the oil mill is $6.35. What's the what? Okay, we're not. We don't have a place to store this. This is foolishness to sell it right now. But we don't have a place to store it. We have to sell it. I did my calculation based on it being 1,100. Alright, you know where this is going. At least some of you probably do. Let's look at silos. What if what is the absolute cheapest? No, that's a fermenting silo. I want $10,000 for this. Okay, if this wasn't where I was planning on putting the chickens, I would definitely put that there. How mad? No. the other object, this tractor that I parked here? Because if so, I can move that. Try again. So back here is fine. Right here is fine. Well, that wasn't in the plan, but it is now. This is why we always have to be willing to compromise. To be honest, the straw that we're going to get, that I was not expecting to get, the straw will probably pay for this. And now we have a massive silo with tons of storage capacity. And now we don't have to worry about keeping the grain for the chickens in the wagon either, which is what we might call muy bueno. Lighting wise, this is not a great shot, but I do like this. No. Oh, I'm grinning over here. I don't know if you guys like this development, but I actually kind of like it. Starting to feel like a proper farm. We got 2 fields, we got some equipment. That bothers me. Why? I mean, why? You think somebody was like substance painting and they just missed that spot in the middle? $25. Okay, I shouldn't have done that. I don't have thousands of dollars to be messing around with that. We're down to 28. This guy is 30. Yeah, that sounds right. Nearly has a full grain tank. Well, I think the next episode I will bring you the completion of this job and whatever other random stuff we get up to. But I hope you enjoyed watching this bean harvest. And I hope you enjoy the fact that we have a massive silo with no barn and no animals. See you in the next one. Bye for now.